for the big multi-man ults. But I think if Monkey is on it, this is going to be doing a really, really big deal. Oh, you're right. Thank you. I did indeed put a typo in. Oh, jungle yet. I'm just going to say, look, I'm not done. I'm going to keep fighting. I've got red buff. You don't. We can play this without you having flash. This gets tricky. Monkey still has flash. Can look to be really, really obnoxious. Wink now in danger. Gets a Shattering Strike. Needs to flash over the wall. Means the Dreadsign hits onto the wall. And Vampire now in danger because he didn't get his Aftershock off. Needs to start backing away. Looking for the Blooming Blows. Doesn't quite have the flash, remember, because he used it earlier. Xiaohao is going to be helping get the kill now onto Arn. And WE, the game plan was cool. Be aggressive on the invades. And to give to her. I'm not sure she's as blind pick as she once was. Honestly, I feel like Gwen is kind of replacing her as the blind pick top laner of choice. Oh. What do you mean you were young? The game's only 2-3 years old right now. Mecha, my brother in Christ, probably needs to think about running away. It's a lot of damage. Ult for ult in the grand scheme of things, but Cube still the one with the shove. It's a long, long, long time. Hook. W, I mean, what do you even say at this point? Kill for kill. Ambassador dies. Rumble dies. Kill for the Lilia is nice, but the turret falls bot. W just quietly getting further and further ahead. Not too issues. Because again, we said, look, ignore what WE's comp is for a second. Look at the EDG's comp and you go, yeah, makes sense. Cool comp. Then you look at WE's comp and you go, oh my god, what did you give up to get this comp? Nightmare is dead. There is only initial eyes. Yes, there is. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you, Ivan. Or VN. Sorry, I apologize. Do that, and then maybe have Rel, Kai'Sa, and Ambessa jump on the Ezreal, jump on the Corki. If you can nuke them, and the Skarner doesn't get good value with the ultimate, there's your value. Maybe a moment like this between fights as well could be good. They jump on the Vampire. In comes the Kai'Sa. They're going to try and look for a combo. The Galio well weighted and Wink stays alive. This is the combo we were hoping for. Edward Gaming, wonderful combo. Wonderful combo. But what do you get a Herald off this. That might do it. 3 kills on right now. Now is the time for dragon fights. So, EDG here. ZDZ on a flank will be spotted. Good ward in that bush behind the red buff. No one really there to stop it, though. Down to 4,000 HP. Xiaohao goes on in, looking for Lilting Lullaby. Gets it on the front line. Not the best target. Gets to burn the flash from it. Dragon secured. And soul point for WE. Into the backline we go. ZDZ gets in there. But the suppression comes up through. Magnet Storm. Brutal stop, though. And on into the backside gets Taehyun. You think it's all over? It is now. Xiaohao shows him exactly how it is done. Quadrakill for Lilia. Fear the deer. Holy moly. The Skarner ult hits no one valuable. They get ZDZ alone. Xiaohao, without flash, without ult, finds an insane amount of damage for the Ezreal, so he's not left free firing while Xiaohao murders him. Wait, though. EDG late on the reset. Give up Atakan. It's the GA version. And actually, I think this is the one that you can play. Oh, man, this early lead. Not sure about it. And then 2 absolutely immaculate team fights in a row bring them into a decent gold lead. They're still going to have to deal with the fact they're down Soul Point, they're down Atakan. It's not done yet. The flash has been there. Exactly, Roberto in chat saying WE scaling front to back. Plus they got all those drakes. Exactly, it's not that easy. ZDZ being jumped on. The galley won't burn before the dragon. Hang on, Arn coming in. Wait. What happens here? Equalizer, not fantastic. Into the back line is Angel and Wink. Karis though untouched. Flashes on in. Still takes the Corki with him. Wink needs to run away, but Taeyun for once unhurt. Drives Xiao into the wall who goes golden. Wink and Angel need to get a lot of damage. Flash for the knockup. Taeyun's dead. Oh no! WE, you think you've burned everything you need to catch out ZDZ. Call a really frustrating Galliot that wouldn't be there for the soul fight and still lose it. Arn takes Karis with him. And then Monkey, like the combo from WE is great, but it has to land onto key members. If you don't get them, you've killed off what? An Ambessa who's really here as an annoyance, a threat, not the true carry at this point. Starting up Baron. Monkey gets a big engage, but there's no real equalizer. Finally comes on through, but it's very late. Wink and Arn taken very low, but into the backhand goes ZDZ! Arn pulls the trigger. Killer Instinct down. You lose your jungler. Ambessa is traded. Karis has to leave, though. No TP. You've got no smite available for... And at the end of the day, you've drafted the comp that needs to team fight. If you can't team fight, it's going to be problematic. Monkey just got hit with a Squall Seed. ZDZ on a flank, but on vision. Here we go again. Can drive into the pit. Taken away. Baron secured. EDG now don't necessarily need to fight. Vampire flashed out and just gets deleted. Cube loses the 1v1 with ZDZ and has to back away. Sleep onto Monkey. Squall Seed comes on through. The equalizer now follows. Splits EDG kind of apart here as Arn taken down to a 3rd HP. And I think EDG at this point needs to back away. That is a very deep teleport from Angel, but gets to clear out the wave. The Swell Seed comes flying on through. We've got Infernal Dragon up. That's why they feel like they need to come in contest. They were slow to reset. But look how many ults were burned. Skarner ult, Equalizer, Depth Charge. Big ults burned, but then on the other side, you've got Arn's ult, and that's it. Cubes, though, saying, I don't want to come fight this. He's playing for topside. Monkey has got Flash. Could look to steal this. Half his HP power is missing. So we need to see how this goes. Monkey, how aggressively do you want to play this? You can afford to give this up, WE. You're still on Soul Point. But 2 Infernal Dragons now secure, plus Baron. EDG now got the opportunity to really pressure the side of WE. Tier 2 falls. Tier 3 now under threat. They do get that tier 2 top, try and trade that out. But oh my days, WE, I mean, we spotted Karis. We'll throw out a fast bomb that just doesn't hurt the same way anymore. ZDZ not on vision though. Hang on, Karis needs to be really careful. Here we go. Watch the angle. They've got really good angles for Angel and ZDZ to get to the back line. Public execution! On goes diving in. They get a lot of damage down. Massive shield of Durand into the Zhonya's front line down. Damage is there. They do finally bring down Angel. But look at the health bars. Taeyun, Cube, and Karis got nowhere to go. You lost Wink, in fairness. Missed him going down despite finding the angle. But the thing is, the smite is alive from EDG. It is not for WE. They want to TP in regardless. They're double TPing in regardless. Doesn't matter. They get the kill. Not sure about that TP in from WE. Got themselves a Banshee's Veil, released a Verdant's Barrier from Xiao. Popped there by the public execution coming in though. That was unexpected. They come into the backlines. Cube knocked up, gets down the equalizer, trying to trade onto ZDZ, who was trying on the other side to get value as Arn dies. They pull the trigger and the turnaround is fantastic. Swellseed comes on through. ZDZ needs to keep hopping. Flashes away. They lose their AD carry. And suddenly WE can turn towards the Baron. Health bar's low. Teleports available from Angel and from ZDZ. Xiaohao can get in. They are TPing into the pit. Karis needs to be very, very scared. Xiaohao immediately eviscerated though. Oh my days, they've lost the team fight. ZDZ trying to find something. It's a double for the side of Karis. They get one back, but they don't. Not quite the chain crusher, but you've got that kind of stat increase from the feats of strength. You've got max build there as well. Immortal shield bow. Lord Doms in Fedge. This Corki hits like a truck as well. You have to kill them. Death cap just got done for the Galio. Feels like if Taeyun and Karis aren't brought low, it's problematic. On the other side, if Arn and Xiaohao get a long fight, it's going to be really rough for WE. Hang on. Lilting Lullaby available. They pull it. Cleanse immediately from Taeyun. Going to be down that critical summoner. Wink, though, there. Reload. That equalizer sucked. They're going to catch out and immediately destroy Arn. GA pops. We'll have a flash. Oh, my God. Wink nearly dies. ZDC in the backside. Looking on to Vampire. Can't quite find the values. Arn needs to go back. The damage from the double AD carries is foul. I mean, Arn's health bar, it evaporated. How on earth did he just die? Wow. He gets out and alive. The GA does its work, but, I mean, what do? You are down 2 members, and the resets will be allowed to come on through for WE. They're going to try and push it. Can they end here? They can certainly get an inhibitor. They're going to look for it. Oh, my days, WE, their first game against a team that it looks like they had just fumbled against. The comp looked strong. The early game was strong, and the mid-game team fights look disastrous. Suddenly, the items come on through. EDG want to try and fight for the soul regardless. They didn't end. They didn't set up around Dragon. The health bars aren't great from WE here. Remember, no flash on Monkey. 5 seconds on the Impale. 3 seconds on ZDZ, who has a teleport and a ward to go to. There's the ward in the pit. Be a very aggressive one nonetheless. Taeyun, not in a great spot himself. Xiaohao's around. Zonya's available. They're called the back of the pit. Taken by the Ezreal. Soul secured. EDG want to try and catch them on the reset if they can. The health bar's getting a reset through. Xiaohao full build himself. Swells come on through. Wing! Eats a lot of damage. Just about alive. True Shot Barrage goes wide. Equalizer. Onto Arn. Again, not great from Cube. These equalizers haven't been fantastic. Goes looking on in. Lilting Lullaby available. Taeyun gets McHale'd, but they can still look for the engage regardless of the front line. Galio comes flying on through. They kill off one. It's support for support. Massive taunt. Taeyun down to his GA. Karis goes looking on him. Flashing forwards. Nearly dies. Does. ZDZ gets him. Taeyun trying to get as much value as he can. He's alive. The Ambessa cannot do it all. GA's cleanses McHale's. It takes them all. But WE in 45 minutes. Infernal Soul somehow, some way, finally win a game. It is nothing clean. It is nothing simple or easy. But they will sure enough guarantee a tiebreaker unless something insane happens in these last 2 games. And at this point, I just don't know. 1 and 4 for both squads.